hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ, a.k.a. Cock Johnson, running a little bit late today, but he's threatening to join us. You've been warned, but that might happen a little bit later on today. However, we do have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web, made up of Barry the Bugger, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Jerry the Diver Guy, Bubble Boy, and, of course, special guest, at least for the first hour, we got Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba to kind of balance out the mayhem of the rest of the crew. So yeah, we got a full crew. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it's going to work out, but the Aqua Gypsy, Brittany, and Vinny Two Tanks might be joining us live from Bonaire.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Yeah. So they just flew over to that island nation today, the ABCs of the Antilles, and we'll see if they can join us. They got to get off the plane, connect, and all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of under the wire, but we'll see if we connect with them so they can at least join us and say "suck it, losers," because I have a feeling that's their agenda and their plan for the day. Yeah, who wouldn't want to be?
Know.
Yeah, what, Casey?
Know. They seem to be traveling the world a lot together these days. I think those red Spanx may be some sort of
don't you start
attractant.
rumor and innuendo between that buddy team.
I would never. I would never.
It's more like an old person and their caretaker type of relationship, I think, if anything else.
Okay.
I
Because
think
God
Brittany's a little
knows.
too old for Vinny.
Yeah. She's probably
I had
not
to
of
think
the
about
right
that for a minute.
Well, now
persuasion.
that's innuendo there.
Well, she's not a lady boy. I know that much, I think. So we'll leave that one there for now. And Vinny can defend
You're doing
himself.
nothing but burying yourself.
Burning? I'm not burning any.
Burying.
Oh, burning? Okay.
Oh,
Jerry can't talk about burying himself. He's got more snow than he does brains.
I'm gonna have to defer to Siri and have her translate, I think, for me on that one.
it
Too.
would say bury
Yeah. Are you buried, by the way, in
Dead.
snow where
Yeah.
you are right now?
in the ground.
Yeah.
It's snowing.
Yeah. Because you're smack dab in the storm of the century or something, aren't you?
Yeah, they can't make up their mind if we're getting ice or if we're getting snow.
Yeah. Well,
How many below zero are you, Jerry?
Not below zero.
not below zero, but do you have a
Nope.
degree? Do you have any temperature, or you have no temperature
Last I
whatsoever?
looked, it was 25.
Okay. Well, that's still freezing.
That's
And
below 0 Celsius.
are you an ice hole diver or just an ice hole? Huh?
I don't like you right now, Greg.
What? No, I'm asking a question. This is a serious question.
Neither one. I do not like ice. I do not like cold. I do not like nothing to do with winter.
Okay, so you're not a fan of being an ice hole diver.
No.
Okay, because there's a big to-do going on next weekend for that in Iowa if you want to join them. But
No.
I was going to say you could start your own chapter and have
They-
some
they-
ice hole festivities right there where you are, which is in Virginia, the mountains of
They,
Virginia.
they can
Yeah,
have it.
They can have it. But are you
Yeah.
tempted? Would you be an ice hole
No.
diver if you could?
No.
Why
How
not?
about the Polar Bear Club?
I like the 80-80-80.
Yeah, I just like the idea of just calling you an ice hole. Because I know you.
Well, that's
And-
better than what you normally call me.
Well, true. But that won't keep me from multitasking descriptions of Jerry the Diver Guy. By the way,
That just means
where
he
is
loves
Gay
me.
Bigfoot? Anywho,
Oh God.
let's go to Kenny to bring some sanity to this crew. What have you been up to lately, buddy? Weren't you, when I reached out this week, you were over at Alexander Springs? Were you doing some training, or what were you doing over there?
Not too much training, just, you know what I was trying to do, Greg? I was trying to blow up a balloon on the bottom.
Okay.
I originally tried this at Troy Springs. I was thinking 65 feet deep was plenty to watch that balloon go up and pop.
Okay.
So we ended up doing a different thing. So I blew it up at the bottom, and the balloon just kept stretching and stretching and stretching.
Yeah.
So now we're doing our safety stop. We get all the way up, and I'm like, so then we do it a second time, and it still won't blow. So
really?
I was surprised.
You got to get cheaper Chinese-made balloons, it sounds like to me.
I think so. I got the emoji face ones, and I think $6 for a pack of 20 was too much.
Yeah. So, but you were the idea.
Thumbtack in your glove.
Well, can't cheat. He's not one of those.
Those balloons weren't ribbed, were they?
Wow. Okay. If they had a smiley face on them, they probably were, but that's a whole nother thing. But what is the purpose was to film a video just to kind of show the differential of pressure at depth and at the surface kind of thing. You were just illustrating that for one of your videos.
First of all, we were just showing. It was going into another video, but I was going to do a little clip of you blow up a balloon, right? It was around 66 feet.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to get 3 times the size by the time we get to the surface.
Right.
Well, the other problem, Greg, is holding on to that thing. I didn't really expect it to be that slippery and pulling so hard. And I'm like holding on to the top of it. And like we had extra weights and everything, but it was stretching up so much. I had to like wrap it around my knuckles.
Right.
The whole thing was a bust. Total bust.
You should have filmed all that.
Well,
I did.
They did. It sounds
That
like.
is what you need to be putting on the videos.
Well, no, that would be outtakes, I think, if you're trying to illustrate.
Outtakes.
Well, that might be a thing for your amusement.
So we didn't
don't be an ice hole, okay, Jerry? Jeez.
Yeah. We pivoted and just showed how much it could lift because I had an 18-pound bag of weight on the bottom, and so we just kind of turned it into a showing the lift bag force.
Okay.
And it still was kind of cool. It looked cool. We had like the Mickey hanging on the bag.
Yeah.
And it went all the way to the top and held that 18-pound bag, like one regular-sized balloon.
Wow.
And it did not pop. I finally hit it with my knife and popped it, and that is how the video ended because we needed the explosion.
Yeah. Well, so you're doing this during the week there at Alexander Springs. I mean, it's a fairly popular dive site on the weekends. But did you guys have the place to yourself, or did people look at you like, hey, what the hell are you doing over there?
So after the Troy Springs failure, we went back to Alexander Springs to film something else.
Yeah.
But that was yesterday.
Okay.
I tried it again. I was like, maybe I can get to like 25 feet there. That's as deep as a hole as you can really find. And I can really blow it up huge. And maybe I can still get this thing to pop. And no, it got huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if the water holds it together or what, but we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
It's still TBD on that one. We were shooting something else. We cut holes in a mannequin to put 2 cameras in there to show what different masks look like underwater. So that one's coming soon.
Yes. Yeah, and he had some good outtake video of that mannequin head, too, which I don't know. Are you going to put that out to the world or just save that for your own personal amusement when you're
Greg, I think
scaring the crap out of people?
Cutting the eyes out of the mannequin. It's like a real lady mannequin head. It's used for hairdressing.
Yeah.
It looks like this demon cyborg, and I'm like, that's the coolest part of the video. No one's going to care about the mask. It looks wild. I just looked at the footage. It's freaky looking, and it's going to be disturbing.
Yeah. Well, and that usually means more clicks for
that's the name of the
Sweetwater
game.
Scuba's YouTube videos, and that's what it's all about. All right, well, cool. We're going to catch up with Kenny on some more projects he's been working on. Also talking about some dive shows that are literally happening around the world, not just the USA, but all around the world, quite a few. We're going to go a little deeper into that today on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Show off your good taste and wear your favorite radio show and podcast logo with official Scuba Radio merch.
Merch is short for merchandise.
No Thank you. Very helpful. We've got more than ever at ScubaRadio.com.
I like it. Sweet.
We're talking high-quality, sharp-looking Scuba Radio hats, shirts, hoodies, beach towels, blankets, board shorts, rash guards, pajama pants, coffee mugs, phone cases, magnets, umbrellas, wall clocks, tennis shoes, even flip-flops.
That's a mouthful.
It is a lot of Scuba Radio swag.
Big time. Lots of stuff. Speaking of which, tell them about the Scuba Radio stuff for women divers.
We didn't forget about the ladies. We've got women's leggings, crop top tees, and tons more stuff for women.
I rock my Scuba Radio merch all the time. Tons of compliments.
Flex yo riz.
What?
Represent the drip.
Just don't.
The biggest assortment of Scuba Radio merch ever. Get yours now at ScubaRadio.com.
Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, this is Donna from the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. You are listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Have you ever seen this guy dance to the Junkanoo music? Unfortunately, you can't unsee it. Luckily for you, it is radio. So count your blessings and keep listening to Greg the Dive Master and the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. You know, I'll tell you, I am tempted to participate in the ice hole festivities in Iowa, but I know I can't get out there next weekend. It literally happens February 1st and 2nd. Or no, actually, it starts on January 30th, and it goes through the 2nd. At Lake Okoboji. I'm not sure I'm saying that, pronouncing that correct, but it's in Iowa. It's a lake in Iowa. They've been doing it for 8 years. This is the 8th annual Ice Hole Festival, and they have an ice hole party Friday night that I think...
After this storm, you think it might even be more frozen than normal?
Well, it wouldn't matter. They're a bunch of ice hole divers, and so...
I guess they just drill through thicker ice.
I mean, it's a superpower to know how to do that. I mean, as frozen and shrinkage issues that you may encounter when you do such a thing, there is an appeal to be an ice hole. Wouldn't you agree, Casey? I mean, you're kind of...
Well, I just want to, speaking for the entire Scuba Squad, Greg, I want you to know we are behind you and we will support you and cheer you on to jump into an ice hole.
All right. Well, you sound like an ice hole when you say that. Diver.
And with your heated rash guard, you should stay warm.
Serious. No. He can't wear a rash guard.
The problem is I'm getting ready to do a big trip. I can't get out there next week. But you guys have nothing going on.
Unless the trip is canceled for some reason.
What trip?
Right.
My trip?
Yeah.
No, God, no. I'm going halfway around the world. They ain't canceling.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you could go. You ever been tempted to be an ice hole diver there, Barry? Come on. Surely.
Actually, I think when you see the videos of people diving up in the Arctic under the ice, it's gorgeous. I mean, the water is crystal clear for I don't know how deep, but it does make me a little nervous. I don't like cave diving because there's only one way in, one way out. But for some reason, I don't mind diving wrecks. Maybe because they put so many holes in them. But
well, when you're ice hole diving, instead of a dive knife, maybe you just bring a pick with you, an ice pick with you. If you get into a
majority
jam,
of the times they got a lead line on it also.
Well,
chip your way through a big ice pack with a knife.
That could be more beneficial than a dive knife, and it'll look real cool. You look like
if you want
the
to
guy
be
from
really
Rudolph.
efficient, you should take a little block of C4 explosive. That'd work really well.
Well, okay, there's that. I guess that could be a backup plan too. But
that would be cool.
You'd look like Yukon Cornelius underwater there, under the ice. Both of you and Barry has a red cap just like Kenny. I don't know, Kenny. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done any ice hole diving?
So I did a meme joke this last week on. It starts out. People ask me all the time about advice on going ice diving.
Yeah.
And my advice is, don't. And I walked away.
Oh, I saw that actually. I was like, yeah. Warm water wuss.
In the caption, it says, "Just kidding." It's actually on my bucket list, and that's the real answer.
Yeah, and then probably some of the comments like, "You're such an ice hole."
Pretty much, yeah.
But all the cold folks. But I see all the videos of these. I mean, they cut a big hole in the ice on the lake, and they jump in and they do a dive. But sometimes they go nutty. And they go inverted and then walk on the backside of the ice underwater. And it does look pretty cool. I mean, they've done it. I've seen them do underwater hockey games where they put a puck and have it floating on the backside of the ice like they're on the upside down from Stranger Things or something. It's just a nutty thing to do. And I guess, if you got a little bit of cabin fever and you can tolerate the cold, I mean, it does look like it'd be quite enjoyable. Or fun, or something to distract you a little bit. Jerry, you would do it. Come on.
Dr. Doug did it.
Yes, that's true. He's done it before. Right. So, I mean, since he has, you would do it too, right?
If everybody goes, I'll go, but I don't see it happening.
Why? Why does everybody have to go? Everybody doesn't have to go. You're your own person. You have your own pathway to travel.
Oh, that looks like Greg.
Who?
But it does look like Greg.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It looks like Greg with he's an alien.
What are you talking about?
Greg's not human.
It's a radio show, Barry. What are you?
Kenny, look at
Kenny's video.
Feed. Yeah.
Oh, is that that's the fake head that you were using in your videos then, huh, Kenny?
Yeah.
It looks like you, Greg.
He's a very handsome man. Looks like
you got to draw in a little bit of a gray goatee. That can be just. What did we say it was going to be?
Yak hair. Yak hair. 100% yak hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Kenny, you're on the list to get one of the first Gregulators that we announced to the world last year.
I want a Gregulator.
Last week, too. Yeah. I mean, I'll add you to the list. I mean, I'll tell you, we announced that last weekend, and I was shocked about how many people signed up for that didn't even know that they had signed up for it, but I had put them on the list because I said, yeah.
Kenny, just so you know, receiving a Gregulator is only effective after you pay him for the Gregulator.
Well, yeah, right.
He never sends anything out free.
Well, of course not. How am I supposed to make millions and retire from this nonsense? Jeez, everybody has a plan. If you don't like mine, I don't know what to tell you there, Casey. But look, I think the Ice Hole Festival is a pretty cool idea. Once again, it's going on next weekend in Iowa. We'll see if we can connect with them. And the problem is when, it's kind of hard to do a live shot with them sometimes because it's very cold and it's snowing. They have these hot houses that they put over the holes and stuff. And I think we did it last year. We did a live shot with them. So we'll try to connect next week with them in Iowa and see if we can do that. And they can tell us to suck at losers, and then we'll say, well, I don't know. It's pretty cold where you're at, right? But they can still say that. And I admire, I'll tell you, anytime a diver goes to that level to experience what we all love, which is scuba diving, and is willing to tolerate the issues of temperature, shrinkage, the elements, that kind of thing. I truly admire their efforts, even though it may not be a personal thing for me. And I think ultimately, if you do go through and experience those type of dives, it makes you a better diver, whether you're diving in the tropics or in an ice hole. So does that make me an ice hole diver?
Yes.
Or just an ice hole?
Yes.
Okay, yes and yes.
You are the head asshole, ice hole.
Hey. All right, more coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, this is Neil Watson, the Dive God.
And I'm Peter Hughes.
These guys come from legend. They're basically gods.
We've been around the block a time or two with the diving industry.
But I've never heard something as nutty as this.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
God's friggin' gift to humanity.
Now here's a guy I've been putting up with for over 20 years.
Greg, the Dive Master.
You can tell the master I'm done for the day.
Now beat it, loser.
And by the way, Greg, it's Peter Huge.
Whoa.
Okay. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I've been very lucky over the years to be able to travel the world doing this show for almost 30 years now, actually. And hanging with people like the Dive God, Neil Watson, and Captain Slate. You're going to hear a special show, I think Valentine's Day. We have a slated or a special broadcast that I spent some quality time with these diving legends. That's coming up here in a few weeks, and you want to check that out accordingly. However, not only do I get to hang with some of the diving legends from that literally made diving popular around the world 50 plus years ago, but I get to travel. And I've been to some pretty cool places over the years. And a lot of the times when I'm traveling, I try to piggyback a dive show onto some of these travels. And one of the big dive shows going on right now is in Germany. It's called the Boot Show. It literally is like 10 days long. I don't quite understand why they did this, but it's a water sports show. So there's a small section of like 9 different convention halls that focus on diving, but there's like other elements to this show in Germany, in Dusseldorf, Germany, that like have boats and outerwear and anything loosely connected to the water, like fishing and stuff like that. But they do have a diving pavilion or hall or two just focused on scuba and free diving and stuff like that. And it's going on right now. And it's in Germany in wintertime, and it's fun. I mean, I did the show right before COVID, and for me, being we're based here in the States, Florida to be specific, it is always a treat to go outside the country and kind of see how the dive markets compare to what we're used to here stateside, right? So, we typically do the DEMA show, which is a trade event. So you have to be a dive master above or in the industry to participate in that event. At least you're supposed to be for that. And we've been doing that for years. And then you get the scuba show in Long Beach, California. There's a new one happening in Atlantic City this year, which we're going to be attending both of them. And they're back-to-back weekends. So we got Long Beach, California at the end of May. I think it's Memorial Day weekend. Then the following weekend is in Atlantic City. So those three events are the big stateside dive shows that we're planning to participate in. And I'll probably be out there, out front of the show, opening the show each morning, giving away a ton of stuff as we do. We just kind of been roped into that kind of festival type of a thing over the years. But I've been looking at branching out and looking at some of the shows outside of the States, like the boot show in Germany going on this week. I couldn't work it out this year, but maybe next year I might go out there because, the different perspectives you get from the diving community and how they look at different elements of diving is pretty, a lot of it is the same. But there's a few elements that really surprise you. For instance, I remember when I was at the boot show, the mermaid segment of that event was much, much larger than what we're used to and the kind of mermaid nonsense that we do at the dive shows here stateside. They had a whole pavilion of mermaids and put on these massive shows and had a tank, and they do that in Germany. It's very popular in Asia and stuff, too. I mean, the mermaid thing was like, I don't know if it's better or it's just more intense or what, but they take the mermaid world to another level in certain parts of the world than we do stateside. So I was like, hey, could our mermaids hang with some of these international ones? I don't know. I mean, who's laughing? Someone's laughing right now. Who was that? Was that Jerry? You don't think our
Jerry did it.
Our mermaids would rate?
No.
I can say Mermaid Cat, who has a big pavilion going on at the boot show in Germany. I met her last time I was there.
Tony would hang. Yeah, she would do good with them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had various mermaids through the years that I think could hang with all of them. I do, but they do an amazing job on the mermaid side of things. But the dive gear, there's certain manufacturers that are much more popular internationally than we see stateside. But just, it surprised you maybe, I don't know, or maybe it won't for our Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. I just went through the latest list of dive shows. Now, I already went through the U.S., but here's some that you may not have considered or thought about. I mean, Germany is a big one, the boot show. Like I said, they claim to be the largest water sports show in the world, by the way. So it's not necessarily the largest dive show in the world, but it's definitely a massive event. I think it spans out over 9 convention halls, and it is an impressive event. That's going on right now. But then you got a big show in February in the Netherlands. There's one that Pete from Scuba Board reported on us from once from Moscow, Russia.
Yeah, sure. I'm American. Can I come over and visit?
Yeah. Well, he did years ago.
How long ago? Yeah, years ago.
Well,
there
what
now.
do you mean? Well, why couldn't you? Can you can travel there if you want? Sure, especially under media, which I'd sign off for you.
No,
you could go. I wouldn't guarantee you'd be able to come
They'll say
back.
you're a CIA spy or something like that. No
and
thanks.
then they'll look at you and they'll okay, let him go.
Let him go. He can't hurt anything.
There's no way. He's not smart enough for that kind of stuff. But no, but they do have one in Moscow in February. Why they do these dive shows in the dead of winter? I kind of question that mindset, but I think it's because they can't dive when it's like, ice hole, conditions. and so
gives them something to do.
Yeah, it gives something to talk about. Bring the dive community together in Russia and let's talk about diving, even if we can't do it. So they got one there. They got one in Italy in February. Then there's the UK dive show and Stoneleigh. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. In the United Kingdom, that's the Go Diving show. That's a big one. And I'd love to do that, but I'm going to be already traveling. I was looking at that one this year, too. Then you go into March. You got Barcelona, Spain, Finland in April, And in September, there's another one in Germany called Interdive. So, and that's kind of a consumer / trade show for that part of the world as well. So, we got our U.S. dive shows like I went through. The other one I'd mentioned, that I'm not planning to go to it this year, but I could change my mind. Boston Sea Rovers has been going on for years. That's March 14th and 15th in Massachusetts. And that one, we usually have someone that's there that reports on the show for us. But I've been flirting with going out to that one. Now, the other one, now when you get to Asia, it gets kind of interesting, too. So several of these shows, I mean, I'm just thinking it'd be fun to go. First off, is there any Scuba Radio, Scuba Squad members that want to go do one of these shows just for the heck of it? Say you did it,
I'd
been
go.
there?
Yeah, and a couple of those. Finland would be fun. And then
Finland?
what was the?
Well, Finland's a
the other one
natural
you had?
because, I mean, Finland should be a rite of passage for every diver because it's called Finland, right? So you have fins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand. What Jerry? I mean, when you laugh like that, and if I send you to Finland to cover an event, you can't like giggle like that. You're going to be a representative of the
I'm
USA.
not laughing at Finland. It's just your analogy of it.
Gary prefers Fiji, not Finland.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's actually a dive show in Fiji, to be honest.
Of all places where there's water all around, there's no dive show.
They definitely have travel shows, but I don't know if they have a designated dive show.
The other good one would be to the UK.
Well, the UK would be good.
One of the
There's
Asian
one
ones would be
in
good.
March for that, or February.
Is there one in Japan?
All right, well, we'll talk about Asia next. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Can one of you tell Stanley that I have asthma? Because I don't. If it gets out, they won't let me scuba. If I can't scuba, then what's this all been about? What am I working toward?
Take it on.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. All right, so dive shows around the world. We kind of ran down UK, Germany, Europe, that kind of stuff, and the USA. Let's look to Asia. This has really caught my eye before, too, and I've never been able to make it work out. But you got the 8X show in Singapore, which I finally got to Singapore this past year for the first time, and I definitely would like to go back. April 10th through the 12th is the 8X show. That's kind of like a DEMA show for Asia. So it is. I think there's a trade element to it, but I think it's open to the public too. I'm not sure, but 8X is definitely is on my radar. I'd like to get there and see how they operate because it's pretty impressive when you see the numbers of divers there are in that part of the world. They kind of have a mass market system. I mean, it literally is expanding huge. And diving has a little bit of a hipper vibe, like with the younger folks, it seems like, in Asia. You got the
Greg, if you'd contact them, they would probably welcome us, knowing our reputation for the DEMA shows.
God, no. Have you not listened to the show? Are you out of your mind? Don't give them
Yes,
any
he is.
ideas. We'll never be admitted if we tell them who we are. But anyway, that one is on the radar. There's a DRT show across multiple locations, Malaysia, Shanghai, Indonesia, Taiwan. It's like a series of shows. They do them a little differently in Asia, and it's like a big group of them across 2006.
That's what I was going to say. 8X, don't they have like 4 or 5 shows in different places?
No, that's a different one. 8X is one show, and then there's the DRT show, which is kind of a series of shows that has that kind of thing across the across multiple areas in Asia. Then there's one in Japan in April, the 3rd to the 5th, in Tokyo, the home of the Toilet Museum for Toto, which I had on my radar years ago. And during the surface interval, I was going to visit the Toilet Museum and go check out that event. And like I said, that I might need an interpreter like Koji. Hey, we've talked about having Koji join us on a trip and have him be our liaison for the Asian market. Come in, Tokyo.
He can be our fixer.
Yeah, and God knows we're going to need one. Yeah.
Since you don't know the language, he could say whatever he wants, and you would just smile, and he could say like, "This is the guy I brought over from the U.S."
Yeah, and then I'll just go, "Oh, so sorry," and then just move on. But he'll keep us out of jail.
Just raise your glass and say,
"Oh no, it's Godzilla!"
Yeah. So Koji will help us out in Japan and some of that market. Thailand has one in May, and our interpreter for that will be Vinny Two Tanks. He's been there quite a bit. In Bangkok. And
he can show us things we've never seen before.
Yeah, he knows his way around that part of the world. And I think that applies to Malaysia. Is Thailand and Malaysia similar in that regard? Kuala Lumpur and that kind of thing? There's one there in June. And then they have one in the Maldives, actually. It's more of like a marine focus, more broader base, not just diving. That one's actually in February, earlier in the year. But I don't know. In Asia, ADEX would definitely be on my radar. Japan and Thailand or Malaysia would be an interesting thing just to kind of go. I mean, Kenny from Sweetwater Scuba, have you ever done any dive shows outside the U.S., or would this be new territory for you too?
I'm definitely looking at this UK show. There's directs for like $400.
Yeah, that is quite a good show from what I've been told. And it's the same people that are running that show that just took over Long Beach and Atlantic City.
Oh.
Yes, they run that UK show. So
let's go, Greg. Directs out of Orlando.
Well, unfortunately, I can't go this year because it conflicts with me being in Australia and New Zealand then. But they do have
a flex.
Hey, it is kind of a big deal. Let's be honest. And so, but I'll tell you what, they have another show in Australia in September, and now I'm going to Australia here in literally a couple weeks, but I'm not planning to do a big dive thing. But they do have another dive show from the same group in Australia in September that I'm flirting with the idea of going back over or going down under for and do that. Because like I said, when I've done these shows, whether it was a boot show in Germany or I've had people on that are reporting to us on how this event was in this part of the world, it's really, really intriguing to kind of see how people react or how the market or the dive industry operates in different parts of the world. And it can be pretty dramatically different. I mean, just to give you an idea from what I remember from my last visit to Australia, and I will be experiencing some of this. I mean, I'm not diving, but I am planning to do a little snorkel trip and get out on the Great Barrier Reef and see how they operate. But I was there like 25 years ago in Australia, and it blew me away because literally you'd go out on dive boats that would have 350 people on board. And you're like, what the hell? How is this going to possibly work out to be anything enjoyable? This looks like a nightmare. I mean, it was a nice boat. It was a really go fast monster vessel. I mean, the thing must have been 200 feet long and 30, 40 feet across. It was a huge go fast vessel that would cruise out to the Great Barrier Reef, and it would take scuba divers and it would take snorkelers. And I'm like, this is going to be a Charlie Foxtrot, as we say in the biz, right?
Yeah.
And we got out there and it was very regimented. It was, the Australian dive community or the overseeing, rule makers there when it comes to diving are pretty strict. And they're like, okay, you do this, this, and this, and this. So if you like, your diving freedom, it was a little bit over the top. But, when you're dealing with that many people, you kind of have to be. You got to keep everybody in line. Don't break the rules. Stay with your leader, do this, don't do that, do that. So it was a little bit regimented in that sense. But when they got out there, they broke everybody up in like 10-person groups, and we all went off by ourselves and had a a fantastic dive experience. I was really surprised. So, there's something to say, is that, especially if you're used to much smaller groups when you're diving, and that's usually what we've experienced over the years in our travels, and then experiencing something like this, and you think it's going to be a disaster, and it's not. I mean, that's kind of an interesting thing to see firsthand. It's really something you can't believe would possibly work until you see it in action. You know what I mean? So in the same thing, like for instance, if you go diving in the Red Sea, I experienced the same thing on the liveaboards there. We were anchored up against 20 other liveaboard boats, literally raft up against each other. And I'm thinking, this is going to be a nightmare. And it ended up being magical. So it's like, it's interesting to see the different approaches to how different parts of the world, handle their dive operations and manage divers and make it appealing to their local markets there. And I think it's intriguing, and maybe there's a few tips that we could pick up here stateside, right? You got to keep an open mind. Wouldn't you agree, Jerry, the diver guy? You're intrigued, aren't you?
I'm intrigued. Let's go.
Okay, but we got to just make sure if Jerry goes,
it's snowing.
He's not representing. He's not representing the USA in any way whatsoever. Otherwise, we're gonna we're gonna set off an international incident. So
Greg,
that's
I have
problem.
a question about your Australia.
Oh my God,
trip.
we're out of time for this hour, Casey. So what are the odds? We're just lucky this time. We'll save it for hour 2, and then
good.
We'll pick it up there and see if Casey has something to contribute that's worth talking about. You'll find out along with me. Maybe we'll even check in with the Aqua Gypsy and Benny Two Tanks from Bonaire. That's an hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Show from Captain Ron to Jock Cousteau. They all love Scuba Radio. On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go! Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to Hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ just popped in the studio. And
the douche.
It is the deuce, Hour 2. And he got in just in the nick of time for all the festivities. Jerry the Diver Guy, Casey the Tobacco Nut, joining us via the web as well. Rounding out the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. I still haven't heard from Vinny Two Tanks or the Aqua Gypsy yet. They're in Bonaire. Depending, it's.
I love how you pretend like you don't know how to pronounce.
No.
Just so you can say the word boner.
No, the locals, just like when you're in Curacao, douchey is like you feel great. I feel douchey.
Right.
When you're in Bonaire, which we would call it Bonaire, some of the locals refer to it as boner.
They do not.
No, it's a thing.
It's not a thing.
Or we can make it one.
Or he's just got that on his mind.
He does seem fixated.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're going to say it's called boner, do you then picture Vinny in red Spanx?
No, I didn't. You just brought it up.
What
though.
comes in your mind when you say that word?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to Casey, right?
Talking to you.
It's hard to get that out of your mind now, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it, Greg? You're thinking about it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I don't. I'm just I'm trying to educate you guys.
Wasn't that a '60s pop song? Greg's got a boner on his mind.
No, I don't think it was. I don't remember that. It was probably AI.
I mean,
that was probably
Bonaire.
Okay.
Sounds French.
All right, I'm
Is it
just
like
trying
French
to
Polynesian.
I'm just trying to make our team more worldly.
Yeah, sure you are.
And so if you ever travel to that part of the world, you won't
just digging
sound like
that
a
hole
tourist.
deeper.
Like
you want to make us more worldly, you should take us on trips with you.
Well, if I took you to Bonaire and you walk down the streets of Bonaire and say, finally, I love Bonaire.
And they'd be like, you are an idiot.
Well, they don't have an accent like that.
Yes, they do.
I know.
That sounds French to me.
It does sound French.
Bonaire.
Totally different part of the world.
Bonaire. I have a raging bonaire.
They're Dutch.
I have taken a look at the local bikinis on the beach, and I see a raging bonaire.
No, that's
in your Spanx.
They don't speak like that
no,
whatsoever.
I do not do the Spanx.
I'm not taking you.
Speedo.
I'm not taking you to Bonaire. I'll tell you that much.
Good.
CJ.
Because I'd never go with you, ever.
Because you sound like a tourist.
I would never go with you.
You gotta
in a million years. I would never go with you.
All right. Well, I gave.
You could beg me, please.
All this information.
Please come on this dive trip. I'd say no way, Jose.
Well, look, all this information I just shared with you guys, I gave to Vinny Two Tanks before he hopped on this plane.
What? All that information? All you've said is boner so far.
Well, I said that's how the locals say it. So if you want to fit in,
that's all this information.
And that's what I told Vinny. So it could be the reason we haven't heard from him is he's in the pokey. He's already
another word.
The streets
He's in
of
the
Bonaire.
hospital. They beat him senseless.
Well,
yeah,
there's a very good chance of that.
It wouldn't take much, just a small breeze, probably knock him off his feet.
I mean, let's face it, he can't run very fast.
Okay.
Or fight.
All
or
right.
fight.
That's not very nice. You guys, I don't really. You don't really look out for your dive buddies much, do you?
I'm not there. What can I do to protect him?
Wait.
Screw him is what you're saying.
Tell him how to screw up the word Bonaire.
What are you talking about? There's no screwing up. I'm just trying to
set him
make
up
sure he
for this
fits
failure.
in. Wrong.
We strive to be like you, Greg.
No, we don't.
Well,
no, we do not.
Dream on.
And run over them.
All right. Yeah, this from Jerry the Diver Guy, who's already scared off Barry. But at least he has Casey to lean on.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well,
it looks like
I got.
What's that?
I know I'm jumping into the party late, but it looks like we're running a little lean today.
Well, they all bailed. We had Kenny, we had Barry, we had who else did we lose? Oh, Bubble Boy was there.
They actually had things to
They
do
heard you were coming
on a Saturday.
They figured, okay, if Cock Johnson's coming in, that pretty much covers at least 3 Scuba Radio Scuba Squad members.
Actually, CJ, on the commercial break, they said we've had about enough of Greg for this show.
Yeah,
and they bailed.
Bring on the
Nothing
Cock
happened.
Johnson. So
filthy mouth today.
What are you talking about?
Boner,
it's just your name.
Pokey.
Okay.
Cock.
By the way, I'm the only one who's been to Bonaire.
I'm the only one who's been to Bonaire.
Or
no,
Curacao.
you're not the only one who's been to Bonaire. I've been to all 3 of those.
Oh, have you been? You've been to Aruba too?
Yes, I've been to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, and Cayman, Little Cayman, and Cayman Brac.
And he knows how to pronounce them.
Does he? I heard him say boner.
No, he said bonaire.
Well, that's if you put that little upswing on the end of it, it's like you're saying bonaire and with a
Greg,
French accent.
that does not go with boner, upswing, that doesn't go together.
Huh.
Just stop while you're ahead.
Next thing, you'll lump it in with ice holes, and then we'll be off the air.
Well, there's that. Yeah, we did cover that in hour one. But yeah, I mean, if you go down the streets of Bonaire and say it incorrectly, what Jerry just did, it's not, hi, I love boner. No, it's, welcome to Bonaire.
I'm trying to keep us on air.
I love the Bonaire.
I will just say, I'm glad that camera's not on right now.
Why?
Because I want no part of this.
The whole time I was there, I never once mentioned the word Bonaire. I was diving.
Why? Well, I mean,
because nobody ever asked me, hey, do you know where you are?
Where are we? Gay Bigfoot, what are you doing here?
But when Greg was there,
Boner.
they said, oh, what's that?
Okay. Yeah. All right. You guys really, I don't understand why you keep bringing it down to a level that's
you're gonna cry.
Totally.
Yeah, we're the ones,
cry,
right?
Greg.
We're the ones.
I'm trying to do a good show, okay?
Greg at his best, ladies and gentlemen.
You're hurting my feelings, okay?
He tries to flip it like that. It's just
He's
not
gonna
working.
cry. We better stop.
That would be amazing.
What are you talking about?
His
Just own
tears
it,
will
Greg.
get on the keyboard, and then everything will go south.
All right, that's enough. Let's move on.
Greg, think back to
What?
when you had your heart surgery and you were scared that you were going to die and
Yeah,
you
there was
may
that,
never
yeah.
dive again.
How
How did that make you feel?
Oh.
Here come the waterworks.
Oh, God. I was like, please, finally, I'm through with this pain. No more pain of dealing with these losers every Saturday.
And listen, what a nice guy. At least he says it to our faces.
Yeah,
though.
see? I
least
can
it's
do it
not
behind your
our-
back.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
That's a
Okay.
sign of true friendship that he
Yeah,
can say
it
it to our faces.
It is.
And we keep showing up for
I mean,
this.
because I say it with love. I do.
Or no
You guys
fear
suck.
of being punched in the
But
face.
I say it with love. I do. All right, look, there's a new show on Apple TV.
I could smack you
wanna
in the
talk about.
face and your wife would probably side with me.
She'd probably thank you, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
so I smacked the shit out of him.
God knows he
Oops.
needs it. He needed it. How dare you? How dare you?
Oops.
Son of a golly.
Biscuit.
Hey,
Hey, what do we got in the dive news, Greg? What's happening in the dive world?
Second
What's going on
season
in scuba?
of Apple TV's Drops of God has just been released. And there's some dive-related stuff in the first few minutes of the show. We're going to talk about that and much more in hour two of the world's first radio show devoted to diving, better known as the
Douche.
The Deuce, right. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
When it comes to manufacturing quality dive gear, pretty much all the big players were forced to produce their stuff overseas. Next Underwater Products, however, took a different approach, bringing design and assembly back to the USA. They have an impressive story, and you can read all about it at nexdive.com, along with checking out their complete line of high-quality dive gear. Each Next regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead, which allows Next to give you way more bang for your diving buck. At the core of each Next regulator is a unique modular design that can be easily modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. And get this, Next is the Scuba Lab Tester's Choice winner for 2025. Your best dive will be your next dive. Just go to nextdive.com and order now. That's nexdive.com. Next Underwater Products, Make your next dive your best dive at nextdive.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hey guys, it's May, and I just wanted to remind you
This shark, swallow you whole.
that I'm scared of sharks. 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 They'll bite you. I don't wanna get my leg bit off by a shark. Shark, 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 shark. Stay away, shark. Sharks are fast, sharks are mean. Sharks will bite you in the spleen. Sharks are fast, sharks are mean. Sharks will bite you in the spleen.
I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish.
Stay away, shark. I don't wanna get my leg bit off by a shark. Shark, 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 shark.
You don't know me.
Stay away, shark.
You don't know what I got.
That's true. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. We got to talk about this new TV show, but you also saw Defender was spotted off the coast of Florida, the largest great white measured on record, I believe. And let's see, where was it? Was it Florida? Let me look here. I thought it was, Florida waters. It was up around, I want to say, first off, how big was this monster? Do you remember, CJ?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see that one? What's going on? Why ain't this working? Daggone it. Trying to move stuff and it won't move.
You got like 17,000 windows open.
Yeah, why is it doing that? That's weird. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
supposed
get
to be
it.
a very powerful computer.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Something's locked up.
Massive great white.
Okay.
Maybe close some windows.
Returns.
Windows? Why would
Mike's
windows?
in the way, or I can't read the headline.
Yeah.
Returns to the Florida.
It's on the Atlantic. I want to say it was, I think it was around Jacksonville, maybe, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Contender is off the coast of, it's between Port St. Lucie and Cape Canaveral.
Okay. All
Greg,
right.
you said
A little further.
defender.
Did
I
I say?
sent the link to you, Gregory.
No, I said Confender.
Confender. That's not even a word.
Defender.
Yeah.
We're
Good
blurring
God.
things together now.
Right.
It's like boner.
Excuse me?
No, nothing.
Speaking of that, the Aqua Gypsy is with us right now.
Oh,
She's
geez.
in
Thank God.
Boner.
Someone that can talk.
Boner.
Please save us.
And she is there.
Brittany, tell him that's not how you pronounce Bonaire.
I told
That's how
Vinny.
you pronounce Bonaire.
That is how. That's how I told Vinny to pronounce it. Has he been arrested yet?
Vinny?
I was hoping maybe he would have paraded. She just panned the video around to Vinny Two Tanks. He looks passed out.
Did someone knock him out, or is he
I was going to
sleeping?
say, I don't think he's sleeping. I think she's already taken him out. Oh, no, he's moving.
He's stirring.
He's moving.
Hide your
Okay.
cups.
Bothering him again.
She just
Who's drunk?
She just stung him, probably.
Why is everybody? You better check for carbon dioxide poisoning in that room.
They've been traveling. This is the travel day to get to Boner. And
Yeah,
they
but
got
look,
there.
she's all happy and smiling, and everybody else is crashed out.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to go find some food. That's
Find
what
some
we need.
food. There you go. All right, but obviously the travel got you there, and you flew over there today. And you're going to do how many days in Bonaire? You figure?
Till Friday, so we're going to do 5 days of diving.
Sweet. All right. Do you have an agenda, like particular sites you're going for? Or are you just going to cruise around the island and shore dive all around?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to shore dive all around, but we have these books from Ian.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have the Book of Bonaire. Bonaire.
Yep.
I said it correctly.
No.
The French accent.
No.
Yeah. I mean, are there some hot spots already, like have you already highlighted a couple of the shore dives that you have to mark off the list this week, Brittany?
Yes.
Because I know
Yep.
she is like hardcore when it comes to this stuff. She doesn't leave anything to chance.
And no, I researched everything. Captain
Right.
Scott researched everything.
Yeah. So what's like the number one dive site you hope to experience from the shore there?
Salt Pier, we heard was really, really good.
Salt Pier. I'm sorry.
Salt Pier,
Yeah.
1,000 Steps.
Okay, I've heard 1,000 steps. What? Yeah, but Salt
can't do 1,000 steps.
Well, Salt Pier is. I assume that's by one of their salt
You gotta
flats
do
or
the
something.
Helmet Hooker.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. And what makes it unique? Do you know, or it just sounded like a cool name for a dive site? There,
No, it looks really cool. Like basically, you dive. It's actually on the cover of this book.
Oh, that's the one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pier is awesome dive, they say.
Yeah. And what might you see there? Like seahorses and things like that? I think that's what that site's popular for, isn't it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Well, that'd be cool. Seahorses are always fun. They're one of my favorite critters, by the way, just for the record.
They're tiny, right?
Well, they
Yeah,
can't.
probably
No,
because they're weird.
no, they can be. Actually, they can be tiny, but they can be, 3, 4, 5 inches long. I don't remember how big they get there in Bonaire.
The
But
ones Aquaman rides are pretty big.
the one in what?
The one that Aquaman rides, it's pretty big.
Here I'm trying to be serious.
Is that Barry?
No, that's Casey, but he's filling
Barry,
in.
Barry
berries.
rides a seahorse.
Let's not talk about what Barry rides.
Or what he would like to ride. It wouldn't be a seahorse in that scenario, to be honest. It might be Aquaman.
Jerry, do you have anything to say?
I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my mouth shut because I know he's gonna say
It's going to boomerang on him. He knows it.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Okay, so Salt Pier, 1,000 steps. What is 1,000 steps known for? Other than you got to go
1,000
down
steps.
1,000?
Pretty self-explanatory.
Right. But I mean,
No,
as far
it's
as.
not 1,000 steps.
No, it's not. No,
What?
how much was it, Vinny? How much was the 1,000 Steps dive site? You looked it up. It's like 172.
Do you got to walk down them to get to the water? Is that what you have to do?
It's actually one of the best shore dives there.
Yeah.
You remember?
What might you see on that site, though?
That to me. You're going to ask me a question. I never know the answer. So
Yeah, see?
Oh, he's getting all pissy.
Yeah, he just woke up. He's like, how dare you make me look like a moron on Scuba Radio?
He's got
shit.
Hey!
Whoa!
Quiet it!
Low blood
Tell him.
sugar.
Bad?
Yes, it is bad. Tell him.
They can bleep it.
No, I can't. What are you kidding me? All right, I just muted his mic. Get him in line, Brittany.
They're
Smack
kicked
him
off the
around a
show
little bit.
forever.
How dare he? Yeah, she wakes him up from his nap. That's the first time I've seen Vinny like irritated like that.
I don't know. You ask me questions. I don't know.
How dare she make him look like a moron on Scuba Radio?
It's not
That's
hard.
Well, no, that's not.
All she did was ask him a question that they had already discussed.
Yeah. And by the way, in Boner, it's called moron.
Yeah.
It's not.
She's just trying to get him,
Yeah.
to participate
But
in
that's
the show.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
both.
Is he in check now, Brittany?
First and second.
First and second.
Oh,
what?
look at the time.
Edition.
Edition.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
just bought the second one.
okay. She has the second edition of the book. Okay, for dive sites and Bonaire. More coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, my name is Iggy, and I am freedom-loving travel tourist entertainer or tour guide, yes. We are in Norway. You are listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Now here is someone I consider a true Norwegian Viking. Greg, the Dive Master.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We got Casey, the tobacco nut, and Jerry the diver guy connected via the web. And also we're connected with the Aqua Gypsy, Brittany, and her dive buddy, Vinny Two Tanks, who just went off. So I'm a little concerned because, we're live and we're pushing the envelope, and Vinny just kind of went off. And he has to know he can't do that. Have you lectured him accordingly or whipped him into submission, Brittany?
Not yet.
Oh, geez.
She has, and will be the rest of the week. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
He just said, I'm sorry, I went into an epileptic response.
He had a seizure of some sort that caused him to do that, but he won't do that again. Okay, he's back on his meds. All right, good. Thank goodness, because we can't do this. And expect to be on the air next week. So I understand that you're both on vacation in Bonnet. And so...
Oh, my God, he said it right.
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah.
And we have Captain Scott here, and we have Susan here.
Okay, so you guys got a four-way buddy team going. That sounds like a fun adventure. And are you diving with any particular dive operators or just going off on your own in a rental car for the next few days?
We're just going off on our own in a rental car. And, you have to do a checkout dive. So we're doing that tomorrow at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah. Well, what with a company that you rented gear from or something? Or how does that work?
No. So the car rental company and the dive shop are all the same.
I see. Okay. But I mean,
Who
that
are you
checkout.
diving with?
Well, that checkout dive, are you just doing that for your own stuff, or do they require it in some capacity?
They require it in order to get the tanks. Yeah.
Oh, to get the tanks. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that'll keep you in line.
So it's called the Dive Factory, and then it's a first car rental of Bonaire, first Bonaire car rental, something like that.
Right.
So it's nice. They pick you up at the airport and bring you, get you all your stuff.
Okay.
And then you do the checkout dive tomorrow, and then we keep going back to the car rental company and just keep changing over our tanks.
Gotcha. Now, I know they've had some issues over the last few years with some crime with rental cars and stuff. Did they give you any tips, like don't leave anything valuable in the rental car to make it tempting to any booglers or anything like that, or no? Or
That's
are they
right,
over that? Yeah, they did?
Yep. Yeah, they said leave the car unlocked, leave the windows down, and just, you can have like a lunchbox or something. Some tanks are fine, but no phones, no sunglasses, nothing like that.
Nothing tempting for the booglers. Yeah, that's just been a problem they've had on the island, and they've kind of given up in that sense. It's kind of weird, but hey, well, it works for them, I guess, right?
Not really. It's kind of a shame. It was actually a bit of a deterrent.
Yes.
But
Well,
I was
then-
going to say, I don't want to go there now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you follow that line of thought, though, and you don't have anything in the car that they'd want to steal, and they kind of know what the booglers are going for, just don't
Wait
do
a
that.
minute. It's an
and stuff like-
island. So when they steal something, why can't they catch them? It's an
Exactly.
island.
Well,
Exactly.
they don't bother, I guess. I don't know. It's been an ongoing
suck.
issue there. Well, it's a thing. I mean, I don't want that to detract people from going to Bonaire. You can still go and have great diving.
Just don't bring your phone.
Well, don't leave it in the car. You don't leave it in the rental car. That's the main target or the notice that all the travelers get.
Okay, but where
It's
do you
like-
leave your stuff once you've geared up to go
Locked
down
up in the
top?
room, wherever.
Yeah.
You have a safe, just
Yeah.
like you would anywhere else, Casey. It's not that
Bury it
hard
in
to
the sand, Casey.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
it's not a big problem except for that rental car issue.
Hide it in the
Right.
toilet.
Yeah.
So our
No one will
plan
ever look
is-
there.
Yeah. What, Brittany?
Our plan is
Yeah.
I bought these.
Mm-hmm. A little airtight case
Yeah.
or something.
So we're gonna put the car keys in there, and maybe and I'll put it in my BCD pocket.
Gotcha. So
You got to
car
have a
keys.
dive float, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tie everything in a dry bag and hang it off the float.
Yeah.
Huh.
That could
Well,
be
that's an idea too, I guess.
Jerry had a thought.
First time for everything.
Bravo, Jerry.
That's what I normally do.
This is a landmark event.
True.
I'm
I'd
so glad I
normally do
was here
that.
for this.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's really thoughtful.
Yes. See that my money was on Vinny before Jerry.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought Vinny would beat Jerry to the punch on that, but there you go.
Has he already got his Spanx on?
No, he's not listening because he's looking up all the dive spots in the
He's
book.
looking up the dive site. He's preparing like a good
He's
little
reading.
scuba doobie. And
Yeah.
because he knows he has to be on his A game because you're his dive buddy, right, Brittany? And
Right, Vinny?
and he knows that if he drops the ball, you're going to be on him, like stink on doo doo or something.
Well,
Yeah.
I got to be very careful.
Yes, of course. you're kind of old and frail.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't take much for her to take you out. You know that, right?
I'm
Vinny?
learning things. I never realized why when couples or married people, why men never talk
Yeah.
and never answer back. I'm getting to understand why that is now.
Oh, you're turning into an
learning
old
it's best
married
not to
couple,
say
are you?
anything.
That's the
Where are
sign.
you going with this?
She's broken your spirit.
I haven't watched my feet, but I watch
Ladies
my
and
dad
gentlemen,
cook. and I'm telling you, no matter what, whatever I do, I
You're
can never
wrong.
get it right.
Yes.
he's a broken man, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen.
Exactly.
That or he's
See?
getting selective hearing one.
Yeah. Well, when you've dived
Doing
together,
great so far.
I've never considered them an old married couple, but they've
No.
dove together enough
An old diving
where
couple.
they get all those elements mixed into the relationship out of the buddy team.
Can't you feel the
Yeah.
love tonight?
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask
Don't
questions
stupid questions.
and just say yes, ma'am, no,
Exactly.
ma'am,
I
and
never understood that,
never-
but now it's becoming very crystal clear.
Yes.
Now,
I do
yeah.
that.
Brittany, now,
Uh-huh.
Brittany, does he
You guys
know?
are married, and you know, but I didn't know. I didn't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right, that's enough. Quiet.
Brittany,
Just remember, Vinny, what baby wants, baby gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
no, I have a question for
Okay,
Brittany,
go ahead,
if I
Doc
may.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, based on a previous trip that you two have taken,
Yeah.
does Vinny, I'm trying to put this delicately,
Uh-oh.
does he know the proper way to dispose of his excrement?
Excuse me?
Why?
Why?
Why do we have to go there?
Oh,
every
you mean- what do you
show?
Because I
mean?
don't want him to do anything
What a-
untoward.
Is the bathroom off limits?
Well, there was an incident, or if you recall, at another country,
Yeah.
another island. And
Yeah.
there was an
Well, this
incident.
is a clean slate. He's in a totally different.
I know, but
country
I know
now.
rules are rules.
Oh, watch him squirm. He's like squirming
Rules
over
are
there.
rules, and I don't
Uh-huh.
want her to have to bail him out again.
I definitely had to bail him out with a lady. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, just remember, what you can't see can't hurt you.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, but you
well,
can smell it.
Yeah, ask Greg about that.
All right, that's enough. Let's just.
Hey, Vinny.
Oh, geez,
Just
here we go.
remember, blow your nose.
Yeah.
That's
Mucus Man has arrived in Boner.
Captain Scott, do you remember in Galapagos when I made the boat stop?
Oh,
because
yes.
Of
course he
Vinny
does.
was Mucus Man.
Or did you block that out for emotional reasons?
Is Captain
You made the boat stop.
Yeah.
You made the boat stop.
Yeah.
Is Captain Scott the one that makes the buzzer sound?
Yes, he is.
I want to hear that when we come back.
Well, he's there to keep
Stay close when we
Vinny
come
in
back.
line.
Captain's got to
It's
make the
kinda like-
buzzer sound.
Oh, gosh. Out of control. Boner has no idea what they're in for this week. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
These people sound like they're yodeling underwater!
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ in the studio with me, KC the Tobacco Nut, Jerry the Diver Guy connected via the web. And then we got the Aqua Gypsy Brittany with us in Bonaire, along with her dive buddy, Captain Scott, and who's there to keep Vinny Two Tanks in line. If he ever goes over that line, Captain Scott will promptly come on and give him the buzzer. That's what when if he goes a little bit, there it is. See, that's what he's there. That's his role in the buddy team.
That's going to come in handy.
Yeah, you got to do whatever you can to keep him in check.
You need to record Captain Scott doing that, Greg.
Why is that?
For a drop.
Yeah, or I have this. Yeah.
No,
Better
Captain
than
Scott's
that
is
one.
Captain Scott's is wave.
All right,
Funny.
give me a Captain Scott buzzer then. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Now what?
Say it. Give him a good one.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's got that reverb of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
No processing needed.
How are the digs there in Bonaire? By the way,
Bonaire.
that's what I said.
You leave the R off.
No, Bonaire.
You're like saying bunny.
No,
I don't understand why you're saying it with a French accent because it's Dutch. Okay.
Well, I just picked that up from CJ. He
Van
kinda started.
Halen.
Well, it's been boner for the whole time, all day.
Well, that's the Southern slang version of it,
You
and I'm
leave
trying
your
to
problems
connect the
at
different
home.
dialects together, and we're trying to bring the
And
world
then he
together.
put an upswing on it.
Okay. Anywho, as far as the accommodations you have, what do you guys just rented a house or something? It looks like, or where are you guys hanging?
Yeah, we have a 3-bedroom Airbnb.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds nice. So, I mean, is it? Are you
Yeah.
happy with what you got?
Yep, it's really nice. The truck is very nice as well. So far, the dive shop is beautiful, so
Right.
we're excited.
So, are you close to places to eat and everything, or do you got to drive to wherever you want to go for that
No,
kind
we
of
could
stuff?
walk. We could walk if we wanted to.
Yeah.
If everything's so nice, why is Vinny so grouchy?
He just woke up from a nap.
He
We
just
woke him up
woke
from
up.
his
I
nap.
didn't sleep. I was up all night last night.
Oh,
Ah,
Jeez.
there we
Okay,
go.
sorry.
I
would
Didn't
say
mean to
it's-
wind him up.
I would say it's that time of the month, but he's probably postmenopausal.
Ah, there you go. That's true.
So I'm stumped.
Right.
No,
He may
what
be
about water
pregnant.
temp? Is it
I've
warm
tried to
there or
explain it
is
to
it
you guys
cold?
many times. No matter what I do,
okay.
I know.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Captain Scott. Have you already checked the conditions, like what the viz and wind is and all that kind of stuff, or around the island for this week, or what?
Yep, the temperature in the water is going to be 80. The temperature outside is going to be 85.
All right.
So-
That sounds
Nice.
80.
That's real
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no rain in the forecast. It looks nice and sunny for the next few days.
Yep.
How
no
many
rain.
dives do you hope to accomplish there in the B of the ABCs this week?
Probably 10. What we want to do is dive in the mornings. We're going to go on 2 dives in the mornings, and then in the afternoon we're going to drive around and sightsee.
Yeah. So I mean, are you? So you're each taking 2 tanks out in the rental car each day, and doing that
It's
kind
a
of thing?
truck.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds pretty sweet. So you get 2 dives a day, and then you go hang out. What else is there to do on Bonaire these days? I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know. Topside on your surface interval. What do you
Well,
think?
there's a flamingo area that we're going to go to. There's some hiking spots. There's some other little beaches that have a lot of windsurfing, and there's Climb Bonaire, which we're going to take the ferry to at some point.
Yeah, Climb Bonaire is. I thought that was like uninhabited island, but you can take a ferry over there and walk on it. I didn't know you could even do that. But I mean, are you planning to go over there at all to do any of the diving on that side of the
Greg,
of the island?
Greg,
what?
You can't say ferry. It's alternative lifestyle.
Right. I apologize. But
Yeah.
I mean,
no, we're going to. We Captain Scott has a friend who lives here but isn't here right now, so we've got a lot of good local recommendations. So we're going to take the alternative lifestyle boat over to Climb Bonaire, and then they're going to drop us off, and then we will snorkel down to get picked up again.
Do they have tacos?
Tacos.
Yeah, and they have tacos. They have Cuban. So
yeah, what are they known for on Bonaire, food-wise? I don't even know.
Tuna
cheese. It's Dutch cheese.
Cheese. They got a lot of cheese, huh?
And salt.
Yeah, salt, cheese, salt, and beer.
Huh. Okay, so yeah, you could
Sounds
do
perfect.
the whole Dutch. Yeah, actually,
all the major food groups.
Just to kind of fit in, it's usually appropriate to dye your hair blonde. By the way, did you know that, Brittany? If you want to fit in with all the Dutch.
Well, I have blonde hair, and everyone here has white, so perfect. Just like you, Greg.
Platinum blonde. Thank you very much.
Gray.
Platinum blonde.
Gray.
Don't make me smack you. Okay, so all right. Well, so you got that. So you gotta eat some cheese. Drink some beer, and then are you gonna hit the Dutch disco? You know they go late at night in those islands for the nightlife. You know this, right, Brittany? Or did you do any research in that regard?
No, because I'm here to go diving. I'm not here for a party.
Yeah, but Vinny Two Tanks is kind of like a night owl and likes to cruise the clubs late in the evening, I believe. So, I mean, you're not going to tag along with them or leave them.
Do you have anything to say about that,
High and dry.
Usually, I'm pretty tired after a day of diving. I usually crash.
Really? Well,
But
man.
probably because we have a car here, I might want to do some nightlife.
Yeah, of course.
Steering talk to the local indigenous population.
It's already ogling the teenage girls already.
Well, the Dutch ladies.
Don't say that.
What?
The lady boys.
No, they don't do
We'll have to
that.
bail them out of jail sooner or later.
Well,
or maybe not.
Allegedly.
Guy can fill me out.
okay. Well, there's that.
Well,
Yeah,
I wanna
Brittany.
know-
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
know,
Jerry.
are y'all letting Vinny ride up front in a truck with you, or is he in a truck bed?
I ride in the truck bed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's safer back there.
It's safer well, you want to be far enough away from Brittany so we're at least out of striking range? Is that it?
Well,
he's got 2 now too. He's got myself. and
Wait.
Captain
He's
Scott.
already got 2 bruises?
No.
Oh.
I'm getting stereo corrections made. So.
He's got verbal corrections from me and audio corrections from Captain Scott.
Oh, all right.
Aren't
So
those the same thing?
3 strikes and
Vinny, you're having a really fun
Yeah.
time, aren't you?
No, it's good. The truck is actually really nice. It's got a back seat and everything, and it's a nice diesel truck, little one, kind of like yours.
all right.
Greg.
Well, okay. Well, then it must be really nice.
Yeah, right.
So,
A truck.
So I will say, are we putting any odds on will the buddy team survive the next few days at Bonaire? Sounds like it might be starting off a little rocky to me, just with
We've
the
got-
attitude I'm picking
We've
up
got
from
3
Vinny Two
divers.
Tanks. You got 3 divers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying Scott and Vinny are kind of alternates? Like if we lose one, you still have a buddy team finish out the rink? Okay. There's safety in numbers for Brittany.
I think the big question here, Greg, is there a place at the Airbnb where Vinny can air dry?
Why?
Let's not.
Yeah, why would you ask that?
Yeah, it's called the truck bed.
Yeah, on top of the roof, there's a nice patio where I can air dry.
Well, that's what you do. That's what you do when you're in winter.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
Scare the donkeys away.
Okay. All right. Well, gosh, I'm.
Speaking of ass.
I don't know. That's enough. That's enough out of those guys, I think, for now. We'll see if they survive. It's a late cliffhanger, isn't it, for next week?
Yeah.
Big show. So we'll see if they survive and be back accordingly, hopefully.
Meanwhile, behind the facade of this innocent-looking bookstore.
Yes. Remember, it's always better where?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.